as far as me being bothered out here. All right. So right now I'm being quiet and everything, but at the same time, back up, boy. Back that ass up, cousin. Keep it moving. Huh? Might be a raccoon somewhere here. Either way it go. Y'all heard that. That was brand new anyway. But back to what I was saying. Right, that's when, before I started recording that, I was being touched on real bad, right? And this is my thing. There's an easy to way I can easily distinctly distinguish the difference between mosquito touches and that mess that's going on. You know, I've described to you how this stuff feels. I got a lot of weight in my pants and it's falling off of me. But yeah, right. So the thing is, I was being touched on majorly, right? All over, just going crazy. And what I was growing on this here is this when it was happening. As you can see, I drew this out of my head. That's from memory. That's brick. So thing is, I'm making for sure that I'm smart enough to record every aspect from this point on, being that I'm not indoors. Like I said, I have to get me a shirt that in which I'm going to put my YouTube name on, so that when people see me in public, they can ask for my YouTube or see my YouTube, visit my YouTube on their own time, and beyond them seeing me doing my art, since I'm in this predicament that I'm in, they'll be able to see what the truth is, dig more into what it is that is going on. And they'll see that I'm not mental, I'm not crazy. I'm actually, in fact, dealing with something that a lot of people are not outspoken on. Okay? So I'm choosing to be outspoken on the stuff that, in which when I'm speaking out to people and talking to them in real life, they're telling me that they are going through something similar. And that's really weird to me. That's really unexpected. That's not what I expect to get out of that situation when I relay that to someone. But when I relay these things that I'm dealing with, such as being sexually touched on and things like that to people, and spiritual harassment and things like that, there are other people, I mean, even in this same area. I've talked to a brother in this same area. If he was being serious with me, he was telling the truth. And I'm pretty sure that he wasn't playing. He told me to get involved with church and everything. You understand what I'm saying? And so I'm in this predicament now. But the facts are, it's no fun being touched on like crazy, bro. And there is something that is following me around 24/7, heating up my body parts and shit like that individually and shit. And it's either technology induced or it's spiritual induced warfare of some sort. And I know it can sound crazy, but this is just what I have to be public with out here in real life. I'm not going to keep this to myself. It's going on for real. I've proven these things to doctors. They have not been able to clinically diagnose me as any form of psychiatrically discontent. You understand what I'm saying? So I mean, at the end of the day, and mind you, my speech is gonna be jumbled up a little bit because I'm going through a lot. So I'm trying to speak the best way I can. Y'all know that I'm very much, I'm good on my end. Even with the rap, I'm better than what I'm doing now. But the facts are, I have to be open and I have to be real, because everybody else, they're gonna keep it concealed. They're not gonna say, what it is that I'm putting out here. So it's either one of the two. And you just saw me, just responding to one of them damn dumbass touches I just felt on my back. All right. I could tell when a bug is touching on me, and I could tell when a spirit-like hand is touching on me, and I don't like this shit. I told this bitch, since I've been in that house, I'm not gonna sit up here and let you touch on me. You're gonna be signified in some type of way. If I don't speak on it through an action that I commit, you are going to realize that I don't want you touching on me. And I don't give a fuck where I go. Period, point blank. I don't want that ugly faggot, this a male spirit or some sort with the gay shit he do. I don't want that faggot ass shit on me. I ain't with that shit, boy. I love the fuck out of pussy. These girls be fine as fuck these days. I don't know what the hell wrong with y'all men for wanting men, and I'm telling y'all that too. I don't care where I go, bro. That's gonna stay the same too. That's real talk. Y'all need to get y'all shit together. Y'all will tell somebody like this who gonna build pyramids and stuff, this is a trial period, bro. Can't nobody take my copyright away from me. So I'm broke right now, but then a nigga like me end up being, when they see that pyramid get built here in the United States, it sound like you crazy for it in the midst of the night on speaking on, but I got this recorded. When that shit happened in that month, you know where this started at. My ancestors did things like this. This is not just a dream. You all know the purpose of this pyramid here on this YouTube channel. Y'all know that ain't crazy. The artificial intelligence as well knows it. But for those around me, it's yet for them to learn. It'll sound crazy, but it's yet for them to learn. And man, that's just the honest to God truth, bro. Real talk. You see, I ain't heard no more from little buddy back there too, huh? You see what I'm saying? Dude started going off here trying to tell you to get the fuck out the way. I think that's what he was trying to say. Whatever the fuck. That shit funny as hell. I got that recorded. That's the first person to say something to me. It ain't a person though. That shit crazy. The police, they been cool. They done rolled by and everything, so they ain't tripping on a nigga or nothing, but this ain't where I want to stay, bro. I'm telling you right now. There's no way in the world that I'm just gonna stay here like this. It's reflective of what the fuck going on. That nigga just drove back up in there on the real, man, and went home. And here I am out here, fucked over. All because of somebody else. You know what I mean? It ain't my fault. Do I feel electric shocks from my symptoms? I do not feel electric shocks, but I have felt it before. But it was after I went to the neuropathy clinic. And that's the clinic that works on your arms and your limbs. So I went through the series of all tests. I went through head tests, CAT scans, MRI scans. I got all of my charts for all of this. And all of these things were supposedly clear. And I say supposedly because the weird thing is the doctors came and told me that my exams were clear and that I was healthy and that they seen nothing, but I never got shown any paperwork. They never showed me my charts is one thing, but I never got to see the images, the real images of my brain, the neural network, like x-rays. I never got to see any of that. And it was really suspicious to me because that's not normal. That's weird as hell. You're supposed to be showing that stuff. And so, yeah, man, that's real talk. So something is going on. It's either technology or, and when you've done, do you hear my mom rapping? You know what I'm saying? And that's just to put it in perspective. So I mean, rapping is one thing, but the discovery is another thing. And then I can draw like I do. You know, I'm trying to tell y'all, bro. I'm not like these other niggas, man. I'm on a positive road. I'm not saying that I'm better, greater than any. And you know what I'm saying? Because niggas be hating when they hear that, and that's just sad. You know, you got to, if anything, look up to something like that. You got to grow from that. That's what I ain't never hated on no nigga a day in my life. I stay to myself and I focus on being greater than I was the day before. The person that what I did the day before, I'm trying to do at least one thing greater than that. Why you gotta hate on somebody else? That's what I'm here to teach people. You know, if it's grown men, that's what the fuck they gotta learn. Cause ain't no way in the world you're gonna consider yourself a grown man, but you got hate and jealousy in your heart. That ain't, I mean, come on, that's for girls, bro. You have to not be like that. And I might be homeless, but at least I ain't got that in me. You understand what I'm saying? Because that in them ain't gonna take them nowhere. But this in me, what I spit, if they could spit like I spit, it'll take them everywhere. Real talk. Everywhere that they trying to go. Cause they gotta write down stuff. They gotta type up stuff on their phone. They gotta rehearse that shit. I'm impromptu. Literally. Do you know what impromptu is? Look up the definition of impromptu. That's what I'm thinking about naming myself as far as a rap name. On the real. So, let me reserve this battery, man. And I will holler at y'all whenever I am able to, okay? Alright, man. Besides this right here, because I need to motherfucking record this right, because there's somebody coming up. I think, if not that, is that what that light is? I don't even see nobody. That's what's weird as hell. Mm. It looks like a dang Arabian almost. This shit funny. I don't know what the fuck this is. I don't know what that was. Like, you know how I be saying to be spirits. You never know. Like, that's why I said I don't see nobody. It could be a spirit said something. You never know. You got to keep it all the way real. Like that thing that just did that shit. I don't know what the fuck that was. I ain't see shit. You know, eyes. I ain't hear no grass in there. Shit crazy. This ain't because I can't get a job because I'm lazy. This ain't some stuff that you gonna make me. You gotta look into my motherfucking story, not hate me. That's what is real. You can't be looking stupid. You gotta do something that's golden, not useless. I'm looking at myself. I'm not cute. The motherfucking eyes are foolish. But whatever they do with my motherfucking shit. Some of y'all are artificial intelligence, bro. So you got to pick a thing. Yeah, I'm playing with the views, the viewers.